high noon. It is on Fox. It is Iowa on the road. They are a 3-point dog against the Iowa State Clones. Now, you know where I've been on this game. You know where I've been on Iowa for the last couple weeks now.
Yes.
I am going to take Iowa in the points in this matchup. And
have fun. Yeah.
I definitely felt a lot less confident about it after seeing week one Mark Gronowski, which I can discuss in a little bit more detail. Speaking of observations from week one.
Mm-hmm.
But this is usually a close one-score affair, as we know.
Agree.
The Clones won last year on the road in Iowa City. Actually, in the last 3 matchups, the road team has won. So perhaps that trend continues this time around. Gives me at least a little bit more support for my Iowa prediction here in this one. Where are you at on this game? Are you going Iowa State?
I'm going Iowa State.
Why?
Because I watched Iowa's offense. Now, again, this could be an Iowa team that relies on the run, relies on defense. He's going to try to, win a bunch of games, 14-10, 17-13, something like that. We've seen it happen year after year after year. Iowa State's going to play good defense this year.
No.
And there's something unsettling about how Mark Gronowski started his season off against Albany.
I'm sorry, you said unsettling?
Yeah.
It was embarrassing. Unsettling is being generous, Dan.
Yeah.
And I'm a Mark Gronowski fan.
Well, I say unsettling because it's week one, but the manner in which he struggled is pretty worrisome unless there was some sort of nagging something or he was drugged before kickoff or if there's some very clear explanation. Like, I'm willing to give everybody the benefit of the doubt with week one. Just crazy nerves, which doesn't really make sense. He's played in big games just at the FCS level. So that doesn't fully make sense. And this wasn't a big game against Albany in week one.
Listen.
So you're using extreme adjectives and then talking about taking the points.
Well, I am taking the points because that's just the matchup. And I was done that with worse quarterbacks than Mark Gronowski.
Yeah.
Although I don't know how much worse because you and I have been sending clips back and forth. And maybe it was just a week one aberration and it's a thing and he had jitters and it was a bad game plan and he needs some time to get... It's not going to get easier against Iowa State.
Definitely not.
Iowa State's already got 2 games under its belt. So to that end, they're going to be, I think, a little bit more seasoned. I don't see how they couldn't be as compared to Iowa. But like the conversation around Mark Gronowski, if you have monitored at all online, has been merciless.
Yeah.
And this is not a program that is used to having good quarterback play as of late. He was awful.
Yeah.
He was 8 of 15 for 44 yards. They did most of their work on the ground, to be clear, because they've got a good line, because that is, I think, their preferred style of play. But it is absolutely the understatement of the year at this early stage in the 2025 season for me to say that I am wavering a little bit, at a minimum a little bit, on all of the praise I heaped upon Mark Gronowski. He was terrible in week one.
Yeah, I mean... Look, the encouraging thing is Kirk Ferentz has done nothing but winning fights with one hand tied behind his back. And
I guess that's the challenge he prefers.
I guess so. I'm willing to extend grace and say that there was something amiss and there was something there that prevented him from fully realizing his potential.
Like, I feel personally affronted by this because I stuck my neck out and I talked about how he was going to be the best quarterback at Iowa since Brad Banks.
Sure.
I mean,
look what he did against UC Davis.
He might not be a better quarterback than Tyra Banks, Dan.
Yeah.
Like, it was just really bad. It was really bad.
He looked very confused, which is the troubling thing too.
It
wasn't just him dirting balls. It was.
I'll shut up now. I don't want to.
Okay, so talk to me. Okay, I'm going to tell you why I like Iowa State. I like Iowa State because of the experience in winning a sloppy game and the experience of winning a game they should have run away with and did run away with. I like that. I like the comfort and experience of Rocco Becht. I like that this defense is specifically built to make quarterbacks see ghosts, either in the pass rush or in the secondary. And if you are going to employ that against a quarterback who seems to have ghosts built in, that seems like a good thing to me. So I think Iowa State at home is feeling like they have juice right now, whereas Iowa is walking into this one skeptical perhaps of its own offense in a way that they're not fully used to. They're used to it, but not in this specific way. I think it's just a charmed moment for the Clones. So I'm going Iowa State here by 7-10.
Yeah, I could see it, honestly. And by the way,
23-13.
By the way, when I put my neck out there and I said that I was beating Iowa State, there were two other games that I called out kind of in the same breath. Early season predictions that I was also that confident in. One was Texas over Ohio State. The other was Notre Dame over Miami. It's not looking good for Iowa. I hate to tell you guys.
Also, I think this is a Big Noon game, right?
Big Noon game, yeah.
This is like the Big Noon studio show is going, or the Big Noon preview show. And so all of their features that they have ready to go with about Mark Gronowski might need to be tempered a little bit. We might need to go back into the editing bay and be like, well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Let's fire up Final Cut. See if we still got that source file.
Oh, man.
Maybe make
if
some.
Fox is using Final Cut, they've got bigger issues. Final Cut's fine for you and me, but it's there's gonna be a heavy spotlight on this one because it's not a packed week of obvious headliners.
It definitely helps that Iowa State has those two games.
Yeah.
And I came away from their week one showing feeling even better about the Clones because there was a real opportunity on a short week after a big win in Ireland to have a letdown, which we have seen from Iowa State before in September.
Yeah. That's a quality South Dakota team as well.
And they pounded them.
Mm-hmm.
They ripped them limb from limb. That was a good showing for Iowa State. Definitely. To come back home to get a win like that, I felt real encouraged after seeing it.
Yeah.
So I kind of backed myself into a corner here with all this Iowa love, with all this Mark Gronowski love. I'm going to stick
that's the
with
perfect
it.
storm. Perfect
I'm
storm.
going to stick with it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to stick with it. I'm not going to back down now. My thought back in July was that the Iowa State secondary could be an issue in a game like this because my theory, again, was Iowa's going to find a way to utilize Mark Gronowski's legs. They're going to be able to run some misdirection. They're going to be able to run some fakes off of that.
Sure.
I am envisioning a situation where there's a Mark Gronowski fake draw pop over the top. That's how they take advantage of the secondary. They still could try that.
Well, look, maybe Iowa State's secondary is in trouble because their muscles will atrophy from lack of use.
I don't know.
Okay.
The matchup to watch is this, though. Whatever I think is going to happen doesn't matter. The matchup that I am most interested in here is the Iowa offensive line against the Iowa State defensive line.
Sure.
Because if they're able to get a push, if they are able to establish something of a ground game, I like their chances. Now, we've seen them be very good at this in the past. I would like their chances a lot more. It would instill a lot more confidence in me having made this pick if I knew right now that they'd be getting a push with their offensive line.
Yeah, but what's stopping Iowa State from putting 10 dudes at the line of scrimmage?
Well, that's the question, right?
Yeah.
That's the question. So if this one devolves into 3 yards in a cloud of dust and a bunch of punts and field position and whatnot, that probably benefits Iowa. I think that's
true.
The style of play that they need here. I'll stand by the pick. I truly don't feel great about it, but I'm going to say Iowa outright 21-20.
What do you think fell across Tim Lester's face as he started calling that game? Like, oh, what have we done? What have we unleashed?
I don't know, man. I was blown away watching the highlights of this one. I went back, I watched the game. I saw the highlights, then I went back and I watched the game. Like, I got to see what I'm missing here. And it was, I'll stick to my pick. All right.
Like Ty at a Victoria's Secret walkthrough.
Yes, exactly like that.
What am I doing here? I feel like I'm out of my element. I'm nervous about everything I do and say.
What do I do with my hands? Yeah,
Where
absolutely.
do I go? Am I supposed to be here?
Yeah.
Did I say Victoria's Secret walkthrough? How about like a fashion show or some like Ty's backstage? Hey guys.
The look that must have fallen upon my face. Kate walked into the room. She said, "What's wrong?" I was like, "Nah." I just gave her the wave. Like, "Nah, you don't want to know. You don't want to know about Mark
Not
Kanowski.
now, sweetie. Yeah.
All right, I got 21-20 Iowa. I'll stick with it. I'll be wrong with it.
23-13 Clones.
23-13.